Today we are talking advanced protection for the OneWheel, so stay tuned. Hi everyone and welcome to the Vizzle vlog. Today I want to talk to you about advanced protection. In my last video I talked about the helmet and the wrist guards, which are basic protection. If you want to know more about that, I will link the video up here so that you can go and see for yourself. But there are a few other items that can also help you out in protecting your body while going one-wheeling. So let's dive into that today. If you are riding a one-wheel, there's always a chance that something could happen to the machine, or you could hit a bump or a lump, and that could cause you to nosedive or hit the floor in some other way. To avoid serious injury, it's very important to make sure that we protect our bodies as well as possible. Normally, if I just go on a commute, I only take my basic protection as seen in the previous video. But if I want to go shred and try new things, new terrain, stuff like that, I always wear some extra protection. And today I'll show you guys what I always wear underneath my clothing, because when I'm one-wheeling, you can't actually see what protection I am wearing. The first item that is very interesting is this little safety jacket. It's actually a BMX jacket and it has all these foamy pads in there. They are actually impact foam and they have them all over. As you can see, I have it in the front, I have it in the back, and there's hard shelves here on the elbows and also shoulder covers, which is very important because if you nosedive, the first thing that mostly hits the ground is that shoulder. So I definitely wanted to protect my shoulders as well as possible. And as you can see, the pads in here, they are not too thick, but they are impact foam. They harden upon impact, which to me is the best form of protection because they are only very sturdy when you hit the floor. If you ride them, they are quite flexible and you don't really feel any issues while riding. The only thing that I noticed is that in summer this thing gets pretty hot because it's actually a kind of neoprene material. So that's something that you have to take along with it, but I only take on a t-shirt above it. I'd rather be safe and sweaty than break my bones while riding and performing some stunts. So this thing has really saved my bones a couple of times. I had one massive nosedive where I didn't expect to fall, and this thing pretty much made sure that I only had a few minor scratches and bruises. So this is really very helpful if you are planning on doing some extreme stunts or trying some new tricks on your one-wheel. Alright, off to the second one. What I also use are these. These are actually from football protection. And these are ankle protectors, because in some instances where I was wearing low shoes, I had a pretty big impact on my ankles with the one-wheel. I used to have that with my skateboard, but a skateboard is very light. It's also hard, and if it has some speed, it can really hit your ankles pretty hard. But with the one-wheel, that's a massive machine, and if that weight hits your ankles, you're pretty much in a lot of pain. So these things can really help you out in protecting those ankles when wearing low shoes. I used to wear them all the time in the skate park when I was filming, because sometimes skateboards just fly around in the skate park and if you're looking through the lens you can't really see them, and these have saved my ankles so many times, so I always keep them at hand for when necessary. Very interesting if you want to protect those ankles. Third item that I always use are these. These are actually very basic protection for volleyball and they protect my knees from minor impact. They are not with any hard material, it's just a soft cover for my knees because your knees sometimes are in the danger zone, and when sliding over the ground, these things help out in maintaining safety for those knees. So it's not an obligation to wear these, but if you want to protect your ankles in a simple way, these volleyball flaps are very interesting. And last but not least, this is from snowboarding. I actually use all the protection that I had from my previous extreme sports. And this is a Danish impact short. And it actually also has pads on the impact zones. If you fall sideways, which mostly happens on the OneWheel, these things will protect your hips and also your tailbone. This is pretty interesting because the floor can be pretty hard, and these things help out protect your legs because we definitely still need them for a while if you want to keep on one-wheeling. You have these with the soft pads. You also have them with harder pads, with very sturdy plastic pads. It's up to you to choose whatever you want. This one has given me a lot of comfort over the years. It actually is getting thinner and thinner because of the use. I definitely need to upgrade this one after using this for about 10 years. So they are very sturdy. Denice is also a very proper brand. They do motorcycle protection and they really know what they do. So this is the fourth item that I used when I go riding and when I go and try new things. Is it a necessity? It is not, but to me it gives me a lot of a safer feeling when I ride out. And to me the priority on the OneWheel is still safety and having fun.
I got it, second try!
So that's why I try to protect my body wherever and whenever I can by wearing this additional protection. So definitely let me know in the comments what you guys use for protection, because we don't always see that underneath the clothing. I'm very curious, and on that note, I'm gonna love you and leave you. Peace out and see you on the next one. Bye!